In this series, I want to take a look at every film that has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I want to see if these movies truly deserve that rating. And this first one is Jaws: The Revenge. Illogical, tension-free, and filled with cut-rate special effects. Yeah. Jaws 4: The Revenge is a sorry chapter in a once proud franchise. The audience score is 15%. That's pretty terrible. I watched the movie for the first time, and I gotta be honest, I went in with an open mind. I understood some of the criticisms of this film. I have a lot of stuff to say. The first question I have is, what is scarier? Is it the shark, or the fact that Michael Caine's character in this movie is allowed to pilot planes? He is the most careless pilot I've ever seen. There are 2 instances in this movie where he just basically lets people who've never flown a plane before fly a plane. One of them is a 5-year-old kid. She's like 5. He sits her on his lap and she begins to fly the plane. I'm sorry, but there's no way that if I was in that plane, I'd be so lighthearted about it. I'd be like, ooh, this is fun. No, it's not. The second instance is when the character of Ellen, who we all love from the original film, flies the plane, kind of on a date. And that's even worse because he just lets go of the control and he's just like, all right, you control it. Like, the shark's not even scary in this movie. Michael Caine flying is the scariest part in this movie. That's what made me terrified. One of the dumbest things in this movie is that Ellen is so convinced that the shark has been waiting for her family to get revenge on her family. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. She basically says, like, he's been out there waiting and being patient all this time. Is this Michael Myers or is this a shark? Because I'm thinking that she doesn't understand the difference here. Ellen also says, don't go in the water, and also tells her son Michael to quit his job. And the hilarious thing about it is, after she tells him this, she herself is walking alongside the shore in the water of the ocean. What is happening with this movie? What is going on? Like, seriously, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so hypocritical and contradictory to what she just said the scene prior. Another really stupid thing is that apparently Ellen Brody, who in the first movie barely is in it, she can now telepathically communicate kind of with the shark. She has like a connection with the shark. It's like Rey and Kylo in The Last Jedi. You thought that was bad. No. Ooh, wait till you see Jaws: The Revenge and what they do with that. She sees past events that she was never even at.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Her youngest son dies, and she saw at the end of the movie his death. She wasn't even there. Do the filmmakers understand that we're not stupid? No, what they thought was, oh, it's a Jaws movie, it'll make money. The movie gets even more hilarious. Michael, the son, runs on the beach randomly, and then he's asked, where are you going? And he goes, nowhere. He's like, I'm going nowhere. Then what's the point of running? Also, the movie loves to throw out a lot of sexual innuendos and references. They're obsessed with sex in this movie. What I want to see a shark eating people, and I want to see like some type of a structured narrative plot that makes sense. It's a shark literally eating people, and yet this movie is so boring. It's so freaking boring. It feels so uneventful. Like, 3 people die in this movie, and it's the most laughable, the worst visual effects you can see of an actual mechanical, fake-looking shark eating people. It's terrible. I thought that Shark, what was that movie that came out last year? 47 Meters Down Uncaged. I thought that movie sucked. But oh my gosh, I'd take that over this. I'm not even kidding. At least there's some ounce of entertainment in that movie. There's one scene in this movie that I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. It makes 0 sense, but it's cool. It's when Michael takes his oxygen tank because the shark is stalking him, and he like uses it in a rocket up into the surface. It's stupid. It makes 0 sense, but it was kind of visually cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's like something artistic. But then the rest of the movie just sucks. That's really what it is. Here's another thing that's weird about this movie, okay? The shark follows them all the way around the world. They go to the Bahamas. Now, sharks aren't supposed to be in warm water, right? But yet it follows them to the Bahamas. Yeah. It's that stupid. When it is in the shark's point of view, it's like the eyes are located in the fin. I'm pretty sure sharks can't see above water. But yet in this movie, the shark sees above water all the time. Why? Because again, the filmmakers think we're dumb. They think that we're stupid, and we're not stupid. There's a random scene with Michael and his daughter where they're just like making weird faces and like she's imitating him. And like, yeah, it's cute, but it's so pointless and so dumb. Was it in there just to add an extra minute or two to the runtime? Like, do we really need to see it? No. There's just so many things about this movie that are just so stupid. The acting is atrocious, but the worst part about it is that the dialogue is horrific. They are given some of the worst dialogue I've seen in a movie of this magnitude. I mean, this was a big blockbuster type film. This had the label of Jaws in it. And yes, it had Ellen Brody back from the original film. Now, the actress who plays Ellen Brody, Lorraine Gray, I can't sit there and say that she does a terrible job. Like, with what she's given, I guess it's like serviceable. There are some moments where you could really tell that she's really reaching and it's not working. The slow motion that's used in this movie has no effect. It's really dumb. The shark, it roars like a dinosaur, I guess. Oh, and apparently Ellen uses the Force to kill the shark. You don't really understand how the shark dies, essentially. It's just like... blows up. And I'm just convinced that they totally used it as a moment to like make Ellen have the Force and become a Jedi so she can blow up this shark.
Use the Force. Alan!
Force is strong in this one.
It really extends on the lore of Star Wars. I'm convinced at this point. That's what this movie is. That's why she can communicate with the shark. Oh, and if you care about spoilers, there's this character. His name's like Jake. Kind of a pointless character in a way. Like he's a scientist with Michael, whatever. And you think that this guy dies. The way that he's gnawed on by the shark, the fact that there's a lot of blood and he lives somehow. So, does this movie deserve a 0%? Yeah,
yes,
yeah, it
Daddy.
does. This movie sucks. It's probably the worst shark film I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of terrible shark movies, including 47 Meters Down in Cage. Whew. But this movie definitely makes that movie look like Citizen Kane of shark movies. This movie's laughable in every way. It's forgettable in every way, and I will never watch this piece of garbage again. What do you guys think of Jaws: The Revenge? Have you seen it? Do you think it deserves that 0% on Rotten Tomatoes like me? Let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you can be a part of this movie community. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.